Welcome in chemistry class again. Now today we are learning the last topic of this introduction to the polymer chapter of 12 science. Now this topic is about the biodegradable polymers. Now we already learned about the biodegradable polymers. The polymers which can be degraded by the microbes or microorganisms or humus are called as the biodegradable polymers. Now there is the demand for the biodegradable polymers because the polymers we learn about up to this that are the synthetic polymers, but they are not biodegradable, and due to that the hazards of pollution, the problem of pollution is created, and so there is the for the to decrease the environmental pollution, there is demand for these biodegradable polymers. Now these biodegradable polymers are similar to the biopolymers such as proteins, lipids, etc., and they have the same functional group as they are present in the biopolymers. Now there is very great hazards due to the synthetic polymers. Now in spite of large number of useful application of that polymer, synthetic polymers, the polymers are blamed for creating environmental pollution. And to strike the golden mean, certain new biodegradable synthetic polymers have been developed. Now aliphatic polyester and polyamides with large proportion of polar linkages are one of the important class of the biodegradable polymer. And disposal of natural waste are usually attacked by soil microbes and get degraded by the humus to the humus. But most synthetic polymers and plastic cannot be degraded by microbes and stay in the environment for a very long period of time and posing the pollution problem. So to overcome this problem, biodegradable polymers are being developed. These polymers contain functional groups similar to those of the biopolymers such as proteins, and the aliphatic polyesters are also an important class of this biodegradable polymer. Now let us learn the first biodegradable polymer, PHBV. The long form or long name of this polymer is polybeta hydroxybutyrate. It is the copolymer. It is polybeta hydroxybutyrate co-beta hydroxyvalerate. So P of the poly, H of hydroxy, B of butyrate, and V for valerate. Now this, in short, this polymer is called PHBV polymer. Polybeta hydroxybutyrate co-beta hydroxyvalerate. Now this PHBV polymer is the copolymer of two bifunctional monomers. One of that is the beta hydroxy carboxylic acid. Now this is the beta hydroxy carboxylic acid because the carbon which is next to this COH group is the alpha carbon, and next to that is the beta carbon, and there is the OH group on the beta carbon. So it is the beta hydroxy butyric acid, beta hydroxy carboxylic acid, that is the beta hydroxy butyric acid. Why it is butyric? Because there are 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4. So that is IUPAC name of this beta hydroxy butyric acid is 3-hydroxy butanoic acid. 3-hydroxy butanoic acid, because there are the 4 carbon atoms. On the third carbon there is the hydroxy group, and so it is the 3-hydroxy butanoic acid, or it is commonly called as the beta hydroxy butyric acid. This is the first monomer. This monomer have the 2 functional group. One is the carboxylic group and another is the hydroxyl group. So it is the copolymer of two bifunctional monomers. Out of that, one is the beta hydroxy carboxylic acid, that is the beta hydroxy butyric acid, and another is the beta hydroxy valeric acid. Beta hydroxy valeric acid. Now this is the beta hydroxy valeric acid. Now see, this is alpha. The carbon which is next to the CO group, COH group, is the alpha. This is beta. Now here also hydroxyl group on the beta carbon atom. So it is the beta hydroxy, and valeric acid means it is the pentanoic acid. That is the 3 hydroxy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms are there. And on the third carbon atom there is the OH group. So the IUPAC name of this beta hydroxy valeric acid is 3-hydroxy pentanoic acid. 3-hydroxy pentanoic acid. Because valeric acid is pentanoic acid. Now these monomer also have the 2 functional group. One is the hydroxyl, another is the COH. Both of the monomers are bifunctional are there. And hydroxyl group of one monomer. Now this hydroxyl group of one monomer forms ester linkage by reacting with the carboxyl group of another. Now this hydroxyl group of one, or let us take this hydroxyl group of one reacts with the carboxyl group of another, and there is formation of the ester linkage. Now how it is there? See here. This OH group, now this hydrogen of the OH group again react with the another molecule of beta hydroxy valeric acid. So this oxygen is there, this CH3 grouping as it is, CH2. Now this COOH reacts with this OH group of the beta hydroxy valeric acid, and there is formation of, now this gives the OH and the hydrogen is eliminated. So n number of water molecules eliminated, because we are taking n number of monomers, and there is the bond formation between this CO and this O. Now see here, this CO, this oxygen of hydroxyl, this CH, now this grouping, ethyl grouping, CH2, CH3, again this CH2 and CO, and again there is the oxygen of the another molecule of beta hydroxy butyric acid. Now this is the ester linkage here. Now we know the functional group of ester. Now this is the ester group. Now such linking is there. So it is the polyester fiber, and thus PHBV is aliphatic polyester. That is the polymer. Now PHBV is biodegradable by the microbes in the environment, and so it is the biodegradable polymer. Now let us learn the another biodegradable polymer, nylon 2 and nylon 6. That means nylon 2, nylon 6. That is one name for that. Now let us learn about that. Second biodegradable polymer, nylon 2, nylon 6. Now see here, the second biodegradable polymer, that is nylon 2, nylon 6. Now structure and preparation of this polymer is not for our syllabus of 12th science, but it is a polyamide copolymer, and it is polyamide copolymer of 2 amino acids, namely glycine, that is the amino acid, first amino acid, where that is in glycine there is the only hydrogen is present as the, that is the group here, ethyl group, alkyl group, and there is also another hydrogen atom is also there. Now this is the that is amino acids, and again the epsilon aminocaproic acid, the another amino acid which is also the amino acid epsilon aminocaproic acid. Now both of these amino acid form this copolymer nylon 2, nylon 6. Now this is also the biodegradable polymers. Now apart from the polymers already discussed in this chapter, many more polymers are used extensively and structure and application of some of them are given in this table. Now see the another, that is commercially important polymers. Now which are that? Now see this, that is chart or in this table, these polymers are given. Now the first one, that is Perspex acrylic glass. Now the monomer is the methyl methacrylate, and this is the polymer structure of that, and application of that is lens, paint, security barrier, LCD screen, shutter resistant glass. These are the application of the first Perspex acrylic glass. Now second one is the Boron iron. Boron iron we already learned. Now this is the Boron iron. This is butadiene and acrylonitrile polymer. That means these are monomers, butadiene and acrylonitriles. And the polymer structure is as shown in the table. Now as it butadiene and acrylonitrile, addition polymerization may be there, and there is formation of this polymer, and it is used for the as adhesives, rubber belts, for making rubber belts, shoes, soles, and O-rings, gasket. Now these are the application of Boron iron. Now third one is the PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Now as the name suggests, the monomer is the vinyl chloride, and this is the structure, very simple, of the PVC, polyvinyl. Addition polymerization is there, and they are used, this polymer is used for making water pipes, raincoats, and flooring. Next one is the polyacrylamide. Polyacrylamide. Now acrylamide is the monomer, and the structure is as shown in the table. It is polyacrylamide gel used in the electrophoresis. In the electrophoresis, we know in the 11th standard, the electrophoresis, that is transmission of the positively charged and negatively charged ions to the opposite electrodes, and due to which there is the separation of the ions, ionic compounds can be there. Now for that, polyacrylamide gel is used. Now next is the urea formaldehyde resin, and urea and formaldehyde, the both monomers are there, so the name is urea formaldehyde polymer or urea formaldehyde resin. Now the structure is as shown in the table, and it is unbreakable polymer. So unbreakable dinnerwares, dinner dishes, dinner set, decorative laminates are prepared from this urea formaldehyde resin or polymer. Next is glyptal. So ethylene glycol and phthalic acid, these both are the monomers, and this is the structure. It is used in paints and liquors, this glyptal. Next is the polycarbonate. Bisphenol and phosgene are the monomers. The structure is as shown. Electrical and telecommunication hardwares, food grade plastic containers, etc. are manufactured from this polymer, polycarbonate. Next one is the last one, thermocol, made from air-filled thin walled beads of polystyrene. Now this is the styrene is the that is the monomer. Benzene ring and the vinyl group are attached to each other. This is styrene, and this is the polystyrene. That is the structure of polystyrene is very simple and used for the non-biodegradable styrene can leach when heated, and therefore it is banned. This is not in use. This is banned because it is non-biodegradable and can be lynched when heated. Now these are the about the some commercial polymers. Now this is the last topic, student. Now if you like the video, you can share, subscribe and tell the other students to subscribe and like and do this exercise of this chapter. Now from tomorrow we will see the chapter number 16. Thank you.